Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are going to Empowered by Vee today. I'm so excited.
Yes, the date is August 31st, 2019, and today, Vee Kativhu hosts her first major access conference at Lady Margaret Hall, Oxford. Speakers and attendees will come from all across the UK and from all different backgrounds to attend the event. The day is set to go down in history, and it is vital that I get there on time.
I forgot my rail card and had to go all the way home, so I'm now an hour late. But we are now waiting at the station for the next train to Oxford. I have arrived at LMH, but I need to just work out where they are. So I'm just gonna find it slowly. I have finally arrived at Empowered by Vee because these have been here. Yeah, why rail car? It's not even focused. I have a cold, so excuse my voice, but by the time I got there, everyone was mingling together, and it was really nice because it was almost like networking with people from across the country who are like-minded to you, just want to do well in their studies, get to university. I talked about my experience at Oxford with a lot of people, got some photos, and met people who I watched on the internet for the first time in person. For example, Ruby, who I absolutely love and felt like I'd known for about 5 years, I met for the first time here. And also Jack and Eve Cornwell. How do I work this thing?
It's like... so what do you want?
I don't know.
The latte?
One without milk in.
Oh,
They all
espresso? Decaf coffee? Coffee. I think it would just be coffee, that would just be an Americano, yeah.
Is it touchscreen?
Yeah.
Oh, your fingers work.
Yeah, that's it, you've got it now. It's got a lovely little diagram, look.
Do I need a cup?
No, it comes out of the
amazing.
machine. Just see what's out of the diagram. Can you get it I'm still hungry, sorry. I'll sort that, don't worry. Okay, so we're gonna go. Could you help me get this up? How have you done this many years of study and gotten through it? And obviously you guys are very successful in your academics because that's why you're here empowering us. Woo! So could you just share and just give us a little background on that?
So I genuinely am so grateful for the fact that I do enjoy the process of studying. But it's not that I always loved it. It's not that back when I was in year 5, year 6, I was sitting there thinking, yes, finally we've got categorizing. No, I think it kind of becomes a process in which you learn to enjoy the process.
I don't really like studying, to be honest. Guilty.
Yes, Father, I'm guilty.
So studying for me was kind of like a gateway or an opportunity for me to kind of like prove myself to people. So I think my motivation from studying came from like, I want to do well because I want to be in a room with all of those people and I want to be at the table to speak with all these people. So I think that's kind of where my motivation came from.
And for me, during A-level, the 3 ways that I used to break it down was knowledge, retention, and application. So first is knowledge. What do I need to know in order to do well in my studies? Retention, how well am I retaining that information? And application, which I think is the most overlooked when it comes to studying. It's not just about inhaling the textbook and knowing what. I know that there's people that will have the textbook open and be highlighting and highlighting and highlighting. But what examiners are most looking for when it comes to both university and A-level is how well you can apply that knowledge that you've retained.
Vee's event is honestly incredible. I have learned stuff that would have been super useful whilst I was still in education. And there's so many people here. It's booked out. Every seat is filled. There's people from all over the country, all different backgrounds. It's honestly amazing. I'm so proud of Vee and all of the speakers here today. I'm currently just sat outside in LMH's quad because the room's really hot and I was feeling quite sick, so I needed to stay outside for some air. But I'm really enjoying it, and we've got a few hours left of chatting and networking and stuff. It's just so wholesome and so nice.
After lunch we had several talks. We had the Study Tube panel, which you've already seen. We had a CV workshop that was given by Angeliculture, who is Angeliculture on Instagram. There was also a talk given to us by Chelsea Quakier. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but she is the author of Taking Up Space, and I've put her Instagram handle right here so that you can go and find her. It's an excellent sounding book. I haven't read it myself, but it did sound brilliant.
Taking up space, not in the book, but as a phrase and what that really means. And then I thought it would also be quite cool to kind of stick with the theme of being empowered. What does that mean? What does that look like? So, I started off with my lovely mum. Another thing that kind of empowered me was what most people kind of call, as a phrase, finding your tribe, and finding people who you feel like you could kind of go on this journey with. And I think quite a few of you guys have come up to me today already and been I don't really know if I can do it, I don't know if this place is for me, and I just question you just don't know yet. And I think that's the funny thing that life is. I think especially as us, and we're coming from the positions, if you're underrepresented or you come from a state school background, you often feel like you need to plan every single step because there's no kind of room for failure, you almost feel like. But at times, I think a really important lesson that I learned from university was actually, you can't plan everything, and things won't go the way that you want them to.
And also we had a panel which was on mental health, which was called It's the Okay Not to Be Okay panel, and that is what you're about to see now.
And this year, obviously first year of uni is such a big lifestyle change anyway, but I had a lot of things going on in my personal life and with my friends, and just a lot of stuff going on that for the first time I felt like everyone's watching me and everyone wants me to perform, but I physically just can't sit. And I physically just can't sit here and look at this book and memorize this information because my brain just wasn't cooperating. And that is such a big thing. And I think obviously being a study tuber and having grown up on the internet and having so many hundreds of thousands of people watch me achieve and achieve and achieve, suddenly I was like, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. The rock being my audience who expects of me, and the hard place being everything that was going on. And it can often feel like you're sort of being pressed from both directions and you just don't really know where to turn. And I think that what had to happen for me to get over that was to accept that things happen.
I segue into something that Vee mentioned, which was rejection. So Oxford, this great place right here, I applied to Oxford, and I didn't just apply, I decided to take the world along on the application. So, I was vlogging me, prepping. I actually had no idea what to prep for the interviews. I watched back the video of me preparing, and I was just doing absolute irrelevant, random, just stupid stuff just because I had no idea what to expect. And I came from a school where, in the whole history of the school, I think they'd had 2 people go to Oxbridge who they had on a big board. And so for me it was always, you are, a high achiever, you should try, Oxford, this, maybe, give it a go. And I really had built up in my head this this image of me, or maybe I could do it, you know, maybe I could see myself there. So I took everyone along on the process. The results day came, and I can remember being at school. I was in the study area. I'd seen that Eve had gotten in, which was just obviously so happy for you, Eve, amazing. But I still hadn't heard yet, and I can remember having like quite literally hundreds of messages asking me, like, have you gotten in? Like, what's happening? And I was rejected. And at the time, like, this whole vision I'd built up, what all the teachers were saying, what all the peers were saying, destroyed. But it's okay. So, you know, I was a wreck for a few days. But I took a gap year, again, something I never really thought I'd end up doing, but has genuinely been the best thing for perspective on life. The fact that I, quite frankly now, I do not define myself in academics in any sense. They are a part of something I'm passionate about, but they are not me. And like the grades I get, that's not me. Yeah, and so that rejection at the end of the day is redirection.
So I'm Nigerian. Yeah. But yeah, so coming from a household where both my parents went to uni here, mum went to Warwick, dad went to Manchester. It was a thing. Yeah, it gets worse. Yeah, and then being the first son and first child, and then also being pastor's kid in exactly. So literally pressures were coming just right, left and center, because it was like, okay, my parents have the mentality of we've done it, why can't you? Back with like a first and like probably a place like a great grad school. And then being in London and being at like university like King's, which is predominantly extremely white male, and then being like one of the few black male faces around was very awkward. Like everyone talks about like imposter syndrome, which is very real, but like my thing, like literally in the first month of uni, I was very quiet, and everyone like, those that know me know I'm a very like big character, but I literally didn't speak because in my head mentally I was just like, don't be too loud, because they'll be like, oh wait, how did you get here? So, no, that was genuinely like my thought process. I was just like, if you don't make noise, you could get away with 4 years here and just bounce. But then academically as well, I mean, you know, being bright at GCSE, being bright at A-level, great. First year will humble you, let's just put it that way, because I was used to, you know, A stars, full marks, like multiple times. Got to like, I think my first essay, I got 32%, and I was just looking at the grade and I was just like, we ain't never done this before, you know why we're doing this now.
You better know your stuff because it's on cameras.
Okay. Real quick, but welcome to LMH. Obviously you've been here all day, but like welcome to the other bits that you haven't seen today.
I think you should experience it. You always say I want to experience things, but I don't think you actually want to experience things.
Quick facts, LMH was the first women's only college, and that's the reason why the library's so big and why it's so far out, because they were like, we don't think the women are, this is going to be successful, so they put it out of the centre, but lo and behold, it's become one of the biggest and most successful colleges in Oxford. So I'm just going to show you quickly around. So Let's go.
No.
I'm not going to take you all the way around.
Or like any method of entering the building, so. Yeah, there's some urge to be like, can I get a hoya? Can I get a hoya? Hoya!
Can I get a hoya?
No one would join it. I could do it for you. Can I get a hoya? You gotta do it. Can I get a hoya? Let's find Vee.
Well, which way did they go? I don't know.
After the tour, everyone did a bit more quick networking, and then us kind of YouTubey friends went to Wagamama's and had a meal, unfortunately without Vee because she had to go home.
Today has been absolutely incredible, and I'm still a little bit like shell-shocked just because of how amazing it was. I don't really know what I was expecting. Like, it was gonna be amazing because Vee was doing it, but I just wish I had this event when I was 16, 17 in year 12, 13, because it was just everything that like I would have needed. It's also been really nice to meet Ruby for the first time, Eve for the first time, and Jack for the first time, and also Ehis as well. It was really nice to meet him because he's also from Manchester. So, and after the event finished, we got taxis to Wagamama's and we had a meal together. I didn't film that because, well, we were all so hungry that it didn't even cross our minds, but I had some photos, so I'll put those in. But then pretty much people had to like dash off after that, so that is the end of what I've got for you on this video. But I hope you enjoyed it. Like, if you couldn't come to the event, you just kind of seen what it was about, and I'm sure there will be plenty of other videos of it on the internet, on various people's YouTube channels. So there'll be lots to choose from if you want to know what happened. And I'm sure Vee will be doing this again, so you will get a chance at some point if you didn't get a chance this year. Yeah, I'm very tired. It's like gone midnight now, which is why I sound like this. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up to show Vee that she needs to do this event again, and also give me a subscribe and a comment if I met you. If you're in this video, comment down below and let me know. Yeah, it's just been an amazing day. An amazing day. So thank you to everyone involved.